All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Barakatham. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to all I can across the globe, preaching the word of truth and in sincerity. I want to say Shalom. It's a continuation from the Sunday study that the brother Yaquam had here in Cleveland. And, we have, some young brothers that attend the classes and they have questions, and we are there to answer them, through the Spirit, Lord willing, that they're edified and they're getting built up, But from time to time, with a lot of young fruit, a lot of younger brothers in the Spirit, they tend to go off into things that is not sound doctrine. Things that sound good, but it's not on point. So those things come out every now and again, man. And one of the first questions we ask, like, are you watching other groups? And the answer is, yes. And we have to make sure that we're letting Akim know, letting the young men, the young brothers know that it just creates confusion. When you're listening to one group, listen to your apostles, and you go and listen to Nate. Or you listen to your apostle, you'll listen to somebody else, and they're saying different things about different breakdowns and different understanding about certain things. So we don't deal with it, and we gotta instill that in the young one. Matter of fact, let's get this. It says, Job 34:3, for the ear try of words as the mouth, 12 and 11. So now the ear try words and the mouth tastes meat, and our ears are to be tuned in, to false speeches. All right, our ears are supposed to recognize things that don't line up with the scriptures. Okay? And when things don't line up with the scriptures, then we don't do it. We don't use it. We don't teach it. That's the better word. We don't teach it. So this is only for the younger. If you have something that sounds legit and that sounds right, well, first of all, you got to ask yourself, does it line up with the scriptures? Because a lot of these philosophers, a lot of these people, they tend to take the scriptures and twist a couple of words around, to give it a whole new meaning. So it may sound good, but that one extra word or that omitted word changes the whole complexity of that verse. So we have to keep our ears tuned into these things, man. All right, let's get this. There's Sirach 36 and 18. The belly devoureth all meats, yet is one meat better than the other. And this is parabolic, Yes, it's talking about regular meat that you eat. Lamb is different tasting than goat. Goat is different tasting than cow. Cow is different tasting than chicken. All right, so is there one meat better than another? It's your preference, but this is on the flip side, the duality of the scripture is talking about different doctrines, man. Okay. So the belly devoureth all meats, yet is one meat better than another. As the palate tasted diverse kinds of venison, so doth a heart of understanding false speeches. Okay, I like that while I'm here too. Um, so our mind, our understanding. Okay, it's like for the noise upstairs, man. I send curses on these damn freaking kids every day and their parents, man. It's unruly, man, and rude. But anyway, it's part of the curses too, man. But still, all right. It says the palate chases diverse kinds of innocence, so does the heart of understanding false speeches. The heart goes in the word la'ah, which is mind. Okay, so our mind should be able to tell the difference between what's on point and what isn't. Okay, if you're younger, if you have questions, then you ask. You know, be careful of what you're putting in your spirit. Be careful what you're listening to. Be careful what you're reading until you have your senses exercised. Because talk about having your senses exercised. Let's get that. Exercise. See? And that's it. My spelling is, there you go. Hebrew 5. Hebrew 5 and 11. It said, for when, let's start at 11. I'll start at 10. The Most High called of the Most High priest after the order of Melchizedek, Malach Tzedek was Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, of whom we have many things to say, and hard to be uttered, seeing ye are dull of hearing. All right, because a lot of people couldn't grasp the understanding of Yahweh Shai's parables. All right, or his teachings, for that matter. So for when the time you ought to be teachers, ye have neither one teach you again. It should be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. See, when you're 1, 2, 3 years in the truth, all right, you're still a child. 4 or 5 years, you're still a child. Okay? Compared to the elders and apostles, and the elder bishops has been around 30, 40 years. Okay? So the thing is to just stick to the basics. Stick to what you know, stick to what you've been learned. All right, G-Man teach what taught, Murph. You know, we have to teach what has been taught to us. All right, and in the beginning, we're like parrots and mockingbirds and things of that nature, but we're mocking and repeating the right things. The doctrine has been taught to us from the elders, from the Yahweh Shai to the elders and apostles, down to us. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with doing push-ups. There's nothing wrong with shooting mid-range jumpers, man. All right, there's nothing wrong with being basic, so to speak. And there's nothing basic about these scriptures. Okay? There's nothing basic about these scriptures, man. But let's just remember that, as much as you want your kid to grow up, man, you're not going to give them a steak, all right, and asparagus, all right, when he's a 2-month-old or a 1-year-old, So for everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. There's nothing wrong with being unskillful when you're a child, when you're learning, when you're coming up. There's nothing wrong with being not up to speed, so to speak. All right, as compared to, when I use the word compare, as compared to the older brethren in the camp. All right, hey, there's nothing wrong with being a rookie. All right. You can't get your status up in your first year. You got to be able to stay in the league and produce and grow and, solidify your spot in the roster. And then you start to see the benefits of being a full-time player, being a veteran player. Okay? So if a strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age, even those who by reason of use have the senses exercised to discern both good and evil, man. All right, so that strong meat are for the elders, man. You know, for the elders and for the heads of the camp, and for particular brothers who the Spirit have of Yahweh Shai has expedited, or the Lord has given a heavier portion of the Spirit to, man. All right, and I say this to brothers all the time. One thing we can't give you is experience. You know, we can teach you the understanding of the Scripture through the Spirit of Yahweh Shai. We can teach you the breakdowns. We can point you in the right direction, but we cannot give you the years of experience. So those years of experience is also a tool that we can draw on and use when it comes to judgment, when it comes to counsel, when it comes to hearing false speeches. Okay? Why? Because we've been practicing in it. We've been working on it. We've been dealing with it. So when we have when we hear certain things, we know that it's off. All right, he said no lies are the truth. Okay, and having our sense of exercise to discern both good and evil is a great attribute, man. All right, that's why listening is very important to being in the truth, man. Okay, let's get this real quick, then we get to the lesson. All right, itching ears. Second Timothy, get to the point. Start at 1. So I charge, 2 Timothy 4:1, I charge thee therefore before the Most High, and the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering. And that's what we do. Not only are we teaching the word, we're reproving and rebuking when we see brothers dibbling and dabbling in other doctrines, man. Okay? All right? Shoot, let me, before I get it. Draw it. Damn, I'm on this. This is the one. This is another one. Let me see the Matthew. Let's get the other one in Mark. In Mark 7 and 18, it says, then he said, I started at 17. Let's get to the point. Mark 7 and 18. And he said unto them, Are you so without understanding also? Do you not perceive that whatsoever thing from without entereth into the man, it cannot defile him? Because it entereth not into his heart, but into the belly, and goeth out into the draught, purging all meats. That which cometh out of a man, and he said, that which cometh out of the man, that defiles the man. All right, from within, out of the heart of man proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within and defile the man, right? So it's not what you put in, in your body, although it is, to a degree. All right, but it's what you're regurgitating. You see, because a lot of times, that's a perfect example with the old camp head, right? In Columbus, and even other guys who done fell out. They get too involved or get too deep for themselves and over the life lessons. Those guys, you see, and the whole time they were dibbling and dabbling in madness. And at some point, it's going to come out what you really been holding in. Okay? Yes, we read a lot of things, we hear a lot of things, and we filter things through the scriptures, but some things we just don't repeat. Some things just don't come out. And if you don't rebuke those thoughts, if you don't put those things down, and you're inclining your ear to hearing those things, then eventually those things are going to take hold of you, and you're going to begin to teach those things, man. Okay? You're going to begin to say things that's contrary. All right? Let's get that word. Let's get that. The Spirit got this contrary. I think it's 1 Timothy. Was that it, though? That is, though. Right. This is the water album. In Romans 16:17, now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. All right, so we're supposed to avoid these doctrines, man. All right, this meat is not good; it's not palatable. You see, and we're going to point it out for those who are teaching false doctrine, for those who are contrary to what's being taught here by the apostles and elders, man. Okay? And the scripture say avoid them. All right? That could be a lesson too, right? 2 Timothy, did I get an engineers? I don't think so. Let's get this. I did. I just want to see it first. No, I didn't. Right. See, I didn't even read it all. It says, 2 Timothy 4:1, I charge thee therefore before the Most High and the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing in his kingdom. Preach the word, be instant in season, but out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long-suffering and doctrine. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. All right? And those itching ears, you be wanting to scratch them. You know, it said, I'm looking out upon the wine because it's red. All right? Hey, you say, stolen waters are sweet. All right? It's talking about doctrine. You see? When you start to hear things that are lies that are mingled in with the scriptures, you can get carried away with it. You can get swept away with that, man. Okay? So be careful of what you're putting in and what you're bringing out. All right? Because, you can learn from anywhere. I learned a lot of things from different people. I watched different podcasts and, got subscribed to different channels on YouTube. And I learned things. But I have one teacher. Those are the teachers of Great Millstone, the elders and the apostles, man. And those men who I'm under. Okay? Those are my teachers, man. Starting off with Yahweh Shai, right? It says, verse 4, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, shall be turned unto fables, man. Okay? The truth, we're gonna start, like the Lord willing, man. I said we're gonna do a lesson on, but I am. The old camp head of Columbus was saying that the Bible is a mythical book, man. You see, and he got more in the truth than I do. So if you're dabbling and dabbling in other books and other philosophies and other teachings, it's eventually going to come out. Now, do we read other things? Yes, we do. Do we quote certain things from certain books? Yes, we do. Certain authors and historical facts and things like that. All right. But that's with understanding, and that comes with skill in order to do those things, man. Chewing up the meat, chew up the meat, spitting out the bones. All right. Being a child, you can't give a child perch, or salmon. Why? Because you're not able to chew the meat and slide the bones between their teeth. You know what I mean? So we have to be careful about these things, man, when we're teaching. All right, or when you are trying to increase your learning and your spirituality. Be careful of where you're learning these things from, man. All right, because it's gonna come out if you're not grounded, man. Okay. 2 Timothy 3:14. But continue thou in the thing which thou hast learned and have been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them, man. All right. We brought on the line. I think it was the line. Or it might have been in class. I think Elder Thmiah brought it out. I just lost my thought. Damn. Yes. Okay. But anyway, but continue thou in the thing which thou hast learned and been assured of knowing of whom thou hast learned. Oh yeah. Win it again. Oh man. Being fully persuaded. Are you fully persuaded that you're being taught the right way? Are you fully persuaded that this is the truth? If you are, then you have no need to go into dibble and dabble in other doctrines, man. All right, it's one thing learning something, getting some information from a book. It's another thing taking those things and trying to combine it with the words of Yahweh Shemi Shai is not going to work. Okay. The Lord has sent us teachers, which are the elders and the apostles, and we know and believe that this is the right doctrine. I'm assured of it. Okay. Is there any more? Oh yeah, there we go. Say Ephesians 4:14, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men, and the cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive, man. We can't be like little children, man, believing in Santa Claus and believing in the Easter Bunny. All right? Believing in the boogeyman and things like that, man. All right? You see, because you'll be bouncing around from place to place, from this book to that book, from this philosophy to that philosophy, man, by men who are eloquent speakers, man, or who are eloquent speakers, charismatic speakers, man. All right, with the big words and the deep voice and the broad phylacteries or the three-piece suit and the booty face. All right, that's a sleight of men, man. It's a character that they put on to try to persuade people to listen to them. Your Billy Carsons, man. Your Neil deGrasse Tysons, all right? Even your Vocab Malones, man. All right? you. Verse 15, back in Ephesians 4:15, but speaking the truth in love may grow up unto him in all things, which is the head, even Mashiach. All right, so we got to grow in this truth, man. And part of growing is putting away that spirit of wanting to listen to other doctrines, man. You, you know, there's certain things still that I'm not going to read. You know, although I believe I'm sound. Matter of fact, get this real quick. Rooted. So Colossians 2:6, as ye have therefore received Mashiach, Yahushua the Lord, so walk ye in him. Right, man? So if we're following Yahushua, we're probably following everything that he does and says. All right? Yahushua didn't teach no other doctrine. Verse 7, rooted and built up in him, established in the faith as ye have been taught. All right? You got to be established in this, man. Rooted. All right? Abounding therein with thanksgiving. All right, so you gotta be overjoyed with the knowledge that we. My friend, get this real quick. I think it's Second Ezra. No, right there. Hold that right there. All right, it says verse 8 back in Colossians 2:8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Mashiach. All right, so be careful, man. Hey, because those snares are out there. Satan is out there walking around with the roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour, man. All right. So we depart from evil, so we become the prey. All right. And being prey, we're susceptible to attacks from anywhere and everywhere, especially things that sound good. All right, let's get that. Proverbs 9:17. Man. Get to the point. Proverbs 9:17. I went through that too. So Proverbs 9:17 says, stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. All right, them stolen waters is the false doctrine, man. These other doctrines. Did I get that? Damn, the spirit got me rolling now. What is that? I just had it too, man. Right, water out of their own cistern. Proverbs 5:15. Drink waters out of thine own cistern and running waters out of thine own well, man. Okay? So we're supposed to be drinking out of our own doctrine. The doctrine of Yahweh Shai, which is the Holy Bible, man, the scriptures, man. These are our waters. Not the Quran, not the Tanakh. The Tanakh. All right, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. All right, the Harry Krishna book, the 48 Laws of Power. None of that belongs to us, man. Stick to the script. Stick to the script, man. Stick to the script. It says on Proverbs 9:17, stolen waters are sweet and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. All right. You know, it's it's kind of pleasing to your ears. To you, you know, it really it's kind of like pride is that you thinking that you getting one up on somebody, man. You know, and if you got some information or something that you think is on point, and you're a younger brother, go up the chain of command. See, this is on point. Hey, I was reading this in one of the bam, and I went, is this on point? Is what she said on point? Is what I'm reading on point? All right. We know now that the dead are there and that our guests are the depths of hell. The actual woman. All right, but false doctrine is a woman too, man. You know. So that was a call halal. Y'all watch me all shy. I want to see apostles and the other great millstone. Till next time, shalom and a Bible ball.